Today we're going to be going over the top 5 best weapons to be using in Black Ops 6 Warzone. I don't want to waste a bunch of your time, so let's hop straight into it. Now, getting into my honorable mention, I'm going to go with the C9. C9 is still really good, but there are SMGs that are better than the C9. This gun has a really good fire rate and it kills pretty quick, and you got some good movement speed with it. But getting into the setup, we're going to go with the compensator to eliminate that vertical recoil control. Second, we're going to go with the reinforced barrel. This helps out with that damage range and bullet velocity. Next up, we're going to go with that vertical foregrip to eliminate the horizontal recoil. Next, I went with the extended mag 1, and I did not want to go with the extended mag 2 because it makes your reload speed so bad. But you could 100% go with the extended mag 2 if you would like. For the next attachment, I go with the CQB grip. Now, this and the ergonomic grip are basically the exact same, except the ergonomic grip gives you ADS speed and not sprint to fire time. And that's why the CQB is a little bit better for Warzone, because you get more sprint to fire speed. Next attachment, I go with the no stock attachment for the movement speed. For the next attachment, I go with the laser. This is the Strellock laser. This helps out for when you're shooting and you're kind of like in the middle of aiming and hip firing. It makes your accuracy really good. And last but not least, go with the recoil spring so you guys can control that recoil just a little bit easier. This is the honorable mention on the C9. At number 5, we have the Model L AR. Now, the Model L reminds me of the Krig, even though they already added the Krig into the game. This is a slow firing, high damage assault rifle, which is really nice. Getting straight into the attachments, my favorite reticle in the game is the Jason Armory 2X scope. I think it's super clean. You can see a lot through it while you're aiming down sights. And all around, I just love this optic. For the second attachment, I go with the regular compensator just because it gives you more vertical recoil control than the ported compensator. Next up, I really like the long barrel on my assault rifles because it gives you extra damage range. As you can see, your range goes up to 72.6 meters with the long barrel. And if you were to use the reinforced barrel that gives you a little bit of bullet velocity and damage range, you only get 64 meters. Next up, we're going to go with the vertical foregrip to eliminate the horizontal recoil like I said in the past. Next attachment, go with the extended mag 2. You want as many bullets as possible in your assault rifles just because you're going to be shooting this a lot. Next up, for the assault rifles, I love running the quick draw grip. This just gives you a big boost to ADS speed. For the next attachment, I go with the infiltrator stock. This just gives you aim walking movement speed. And for the last attachment, I go with the 5.56 NATO overpressurized rounds. This gives you a 23% boost to your bullet velocity. So you don't really need it for SMGs, but for assault rifles, you 100% need this. And that's going to be my Model L class setup. Number 4 on the list, we're going to go with the AK-74 assault rifle. In my opinion, this is the second best assault rifle on the list. Shoots pretty slow, but it has really high damage, and the damage range on this is actually insane. Getting directly into it though, we're going to go with the Jason Armory 2X scope. For my second attachment, I go with the ported compensator on this just because it shoots slow and it kills pretty fast. I'm gonna be shooting this in burst because it kills in like 6 bullets. And honestly, that first shot recoil literally makes this gun a beam. Next up, we're gonna go with the long barrel. As you can see, damage beyond range is 92.5 meters. That means you get 36 damage all the way up to 92 meters with the AK with the long barrel. But that's like insane for an assault rifle. Next up, we're gonna go with the vertical foregrip. This completely eliminates the horizontal recoil on the AK. Next up, I go with the extended mag 3. Honestly, the extended mag 3 is not needed at all. You could definitely go with the extended mag 2 if you want a little bit better reload speed. But for the sake of the video, you can 100% go with the extended mag 3 as well, and that's what I'm going to be putting on my gun. Next up, like I said on my other assault rifle, we're going to go with the quick draw grip just because it makes you get that ADS speed. For the next attachment, go with the infiltrator stock. This just helps out with that aim walking movement speed. And the AK kind of has a lot of recoil, so instead of the overpressurized rounds, we're going to go with the recoil springs. This only gives you 5% to all of your recoil control, but honestly, that 5% is really noticeable, so definitely go with this. And that's my AK-74 class setup. Number 3 on this list, we got the PP919 Bison. This gun is insane. It has so much damage in Warzone. When I picked this gun off of ground loot, I knew I had to make a class for it, and this thing rips. Plus, something cool about it is that when you put on a fast mag, you still get 40 bullets with it, so your reload speed is going to be gross. For the first attachment, we're going to go with the compensator. This helps out with your horizontal and vertical recoil on the PP919. For the next attachment, go with the reinforced barrel. This gives you a good mix between damage range and bullet velocity. For the next attachment, go with the fast mag 2. Like I said in the firing range, this gun reloads insanely fast and still has 40 bullets in the magazine, and you don't need any more than that at all. For the next attachment, go with the CQB grip. This helps you out with all speed, especially sprint to fire speed, and that's what you need on these SMGs. Next attachment, go with the no stock attachment. This literally just gives you a boost to movement speed. The next attachment, go with the Strellock laser. Like I said, this helps out with that hip fire to ADS accuracy, so when you're shooting into hip fire and you're going into your ADS, your shots are going to be way more accurate. And honestly, I was kind of stumped on this last last one, this gun really doesn't need recoil springs at all, but also doesn't really need bullet velocity because it's an SMG. So I would just stick with the overpressurized rounds. And you guys can definitely go with an optic on this gun if you guys want. Go ahead and do whatever you guys want with the optic. For the number 2 on this list, we're gonna go with the Jackal PDW. This is honestly the best SMG in the game in my opinion. Super consistent all the time, kills pretty quick, and it has great movement speed, which is all you want in an SMG. And getting into the class setup, we're gonna go with the compensator on this one. Just helps out with that vertical recoil. The next attachment, go with the reinforced barrel. This gives you that bullet velocity and damage range. The next attachment, we're gonna go with the Ranger foregrip on this one. It still helps out with the horizontal recoil, not as much as the vertical foregrip, but then this also gives you sprinting movement speed. Next attachment, go with the extended mag 2. This gives you 50 bullets in your gun, which is crazy. And honestly, it really doesn't make your reload speed that bad. Next up, go with the CQB grip. This helps out with that sprint to fire speed, then also the dive and slide to fire speed. Next up, we're gonna go with the no stock attachment. This literally just gives you a boost to all movement speed. Next attachment, go with the straight lock laser. Honestly, this is probably the best laser in the game. Just slap it on and I promise you, you'll do good. And last but not least, I go with the recoil springs just so I can hit my shots a little easier. You guys could definitely go with the overpressurized rounds if you guys would like. Thought that the recoil springs were just a little bit better. And number 1 on this list, obviously, we're gonna go with the GPR 91. It is so overpowered right now in Warzone. I mean, you can literally 4 bullet somebody across the map. It feels like this gun is literally gross. And on top of that, it literally has no recoil. Like, look at this. Are we for real? Like, I'm not even controlling the recoil really. First attachment, we're gonna go with this Adjacent Armory 2X, of course. Second attachment, I go with the compensator. This gun shoots really fast and I don't really see the point in having the first shot recoil control. I know a lot of people think that this gives you better recoil control in general, but in my opinion, I like the compensator. Next up, we're gonna go with the long barrel attachment. This gives you 32 damage all the way up to 80 meters, and anything above 81 meters, you're gonna get 25 damage. But this gun shoots so fast that honestly, it really doesn't matter. You literally just gotta shoot them like 2 more times. Next up, we're gonna go with the vertical foregrip to eliminate the horizontal recoil. Next up, go with that extended mag 2 to bump your mag up to 60 bullets. Next attachment, go with the quick draw grip so you guys can ADS faster. Next attachment, go with the infiltrator stock. This gives you that aim walking movement speed. And for the fire mod, you guys can go with 2 different options. You can either go recoil springs if you guys don't want to control recoil as much. You can go with the bullet velocity, so when you guys are shooting at range, your bullets can actually hit. And honestly, you don't really need to lead your target when you have the bullet velocity rounds on, but it only makes your bullet velocity 876 meters a second, which honestly still isn't that good compared to other weapons that have like 1,000 meters a second. So realistically, I would just go with the recoil springs. That is my number 1 class setup, the GPR 91 in Black Ops 6 Warzone. And going over perks and equipment, we're just gonna go with stim shot and throwing knife for my tactical and lethal. Now for the first perk, we're gonna go with survivor. I know a lot of people like using dexterity because you take less fall damage, but honestly, having that health regen begins after 3 seconds is so clutch. Especially if you're not using stim shots, or if you are using stim shots and you only have like 1 or 2, this comes in so clutch. The second attachment, I go with sprinter just because you can tactical sprint forever. It also makes your movement better because you're going to be able to slide and dive wherever you want, whenever you want. Now for the last attachment, we're going to go with alertness. This is basically high alert. Now, if you guys don't want high alert, you can 100% go with tempered or even gung ho. That's going to be my top 5 classes that you guys should be using in Black Ops 6 Warzone, and all the perks and equipment that you guys should be using right now while it's still good. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been Mason. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.